Welcome to Live Interactive English, everyone. Hello, I'm Mike.
Hello, I'm Rainbow.
And we are here on Earth talking about wonderful things from space. And when we say wonderful things from space, we're not talking about the northern lights.
Or the
moon, the beautiful light of the moon, or wonderful eclipses that happen and make us go, amazing, wow, wonderful space things. No, we're talking about memory foam and cordless vacuums. Not alien inventions, NASA inventions, but made for astronauts to use in space and now available and very useful to us in our own homes. So of our two inventions so far, memory foam and cordless vacuums, which one do you think you couldn't live without?
Definitely the cordless vacuum.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, not memory foam, a nice comfy pillow.
I'll sleep on the floor, but my floor has to be clean.
Oh, I see. So you'll sleep on the floor, but your cordless vacuum will make sure that your bed is very clean.
Yeah.
All right. I think you'll wake up so sore in the morning, you won't be able to use your cordless vacuum. You're like, oh, my back, I can't do
But it's okay, it's clean.
Oh, dear, okay. Well, so far, these are pretty interesting inventions. If you'd asked me to guess what NASA had invented, I don't think I ever would have guessed either memory foam or cordless vacuums or cordless tools in general. So that means we should get back into our article. We have a couple more amazing common items invented by NASA from space to your home in part 2.
Nike Air sneakers. In 1977, a NASA engineer named Frank Rudy approached Nike with an idea for a new type of sports shoe cushioning. Rudy wanted to take a cushioning technology that was developed for astronauts' helmets and use it in sports shoes. The technology works by pumping gas into plastic soles to create a comfortable air cushion. The end result was the Nike Air sneaker, which is still popular today.
From space to your home, common items invented by NASA part 2. Let's talk about something that probably all of you would have either bought or you definitely know about because it's very popular here in Taiwan. What is that thing that NASA invented that we would all know about?
Yeah, this is another surprising one. Apparently, NASA invented Nike Air sneakers. See, I always thought Michael Jordan invented those. Was Michael Jordan an astronaut?
Maybe.
That's why he could fly through the air and slam dunk like that. He's an alien. No, it has nothing to do with that. And of course, I would say Nike actually invented the Air sneakers, but what made the Air sneakers so special, that was maybe borrowed from NASA. That is probably true. And then we read in 1977, before Michael Jordan was playing basketball as a professional, in 1977, a NASA engineer, not Michael Jordan, named Frank Rudy approached Nike with an idea for a new type of sports shoe cushioning. Very, very cool. So Nike was already a well-known shoe company at that time, and a guy named, Frank Rudy, who worked there as an engineer, inventing things for NASA, he kind of worked with something and he thought, hey, this would be really good for sports shoes. So he took the idea to the sports shoe people, Nike in America, and it says Rudy wanted to take a cushioning technology that was developed for astronauts' helmets and use it in sports shoes. So, like a lot of other inventions, he saw this and he thought, hey, we could use it for another thing. We could use it in another way. And this was used for cushioning. Cushioning is basically making things nice and soft and comfortable, stopping you from getting shocked or moved around or hit very hard. That is what we're trying to stop from happening. And one of the things that we use to cushion ourselves, especially when we're playing sports or doing dangerous things, is we wear a helmet. It's like a hard hat that will cushion your head and your brain from getting hit really hard.
Exactly, and that helmet is for protection to put on your head because our brains are super important and we have to wear it when we're doing something dangerous or even rollerblading or biking. You should always wear a helmet while riding a bike.
That is a very good tip. And of course, you should always wear a helmet when you're in space, because I think for the guys in space, the helmet was more about keeping air around their faces so they could breathe.
The technology works by pumping gas into plastic soles to create a comfortable air cushion. The end result was the Nike Air sneaker, which is still popular today.
Very, very cool. So they used gas, oxygen, or other things like that to basically make a little balloon inside the bottom of your shoe, and that keeps your foot nice and gently from hitting the ground too hard. When something is made of plastic, it is made from a material that actually comes from oil. We use oil to create plastic. Plastic is wonderful in many ways. It's cheap to make, it's strong, it lasts a long time, and it can be made in almost any shape. The problem with plastic, of course, though, is that it's not natural. It doesn't break down in the environment like paper or wood or something like that. So it can make a lot of pollution, a lot of garbage, and we like to recycle and reuse plastic. But a lot of things in our world are made from plastic, especially things like sports shoes or chairs. It says the plastic chair was uncomfortable to sit on. Yes, not a lot of cushioning under your bum in a plastic chair. Maybe NASA can come up with a better plastic chair. Who knows? Let's take a break. We have one more cool invention to give you.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天要继续介绍美国航太总署 NASA 所发明的日用品。那下一个是 Nike 气垫运动鞋。在1977年，一位 NASA 工程师跟 Nike 接洽，提出一个制作新型运动鞋缓震的想法。那这位工程师想要把原本替太空人头盔开发的缓冲技术用在运动鞋上面，透过把气体打进塑胶鞋底来创造出舒适的气垫。那么最终得到的结果就是 Nike 气垫运动鞋，它到现在还是很受欢迎。好，单字 helmet 就是头盔、安全帽。Plastic 当名词可以表达塑胶、塑胶制品，也可以当形容词来形容塑胶制的、塑胶的。补充单字 cushioning， 它表示缓冲、缓冲作用，或者是具有减震或缓冲作用的东西。那去掉 ing 得到 cushion 这个字呢，它当名词可以指垫子、缓冲物，当动词可以表达对什么起缓冲作用，或是减轻什么的冲击。那我们接着回到课文中。
Cell phone cameras. We also have NASA to thank for the cameras in cell phones. In the 1990s, NASA developed image sensors for its satellite cameras. These sensors were smaller and lighter than existing sensors and were also able to capture clearer images while using less energy. They are a key part of the cameras that are used in cell phones today. NASA's inventions have greatly influenced our daily lives. From memory foam to sneakers, technology that was originally used for space exploration has found its way into our homes. Every time we use these technologies, we are reminded of NASA's importance here on the Earth, not just in outer space.
NASA has helped us with so many things that are amazing in our lives, whether it's the memory foam, the Nike sneakers that we all know about, and something that we all use, cell phone cameras. We also have NASA to thank for the cameras in cell phones. In the 1990s, NASA developed image sensors for its satellite cameras. So back in the day, the cameras did not have phones. This was a long time ago. But they did come from those satellites.
That's right. A satellite generally is just a smaller thing that goes around a bigger thing in space.
Yeah.
So we could say the moon is a satellite of our planet, but generally when we say satellite, most of us understand it to mean a machine made here on Earth, a very complicated, expensive, sophisticated machine that gets put into a rocket, sent up into space, and then it begins its work going around the Earth because Because of satellites, we can talk to friends on the other side of the world using our phones. Because of satellites, we can look at weather patterns and learn a lot of science about the Earth. Anytime you watch the weather forecast and you see those clouds moving as storms, move around, that's from satellites. They do all sorts of things. And yes, some satellites have very powerful cameras on them that we can use to take pictures of the Earth or even to spy on other countries. But these satellites are these machines put up into space to do science and to do other helpful things for us on Earth. For example, a new satellite was sent into space last week. I think Taiwan's been sending up satellites for weather and other things a lot recently too. Get back to our article, learning more about these cell phone cameras that came from satellites. These sensors, the things on the satellites, these sensors were smaller and lighter than existing sensors and were also able to capture clearer images while using less energy. Satellites are very complicated, expensive, and heavy, and getting them into space is very expensive. It's like $1 million for 1 kilogram. So if they can make things smaller and lighter, that's better for everyone. And now they are a key part of the cameras that are used in cell phones today. From space to your pocket in your phone. Very cool.
NASA's inventions have greatly influenced our daily lives. From memory foam to sneakers, technology that was originally used for space exploration has found its way into our homes. And we are so grateful for it because it makes our lives so much easier and in a lot more ways just more fun too. We have the verb here to influence, and influence means affecting someone or something. So when we talk about NASA's technology influencing our daily lives, it means it has a direct relationship with each day that we use. My writing is influenced by my childhood. So I'm maybe often writing about my childhood days or my parents or the travels that I visited. And so this influence is a relationship that affects my writing.
All right, back to the article. As we wrap up, it says, every time we use these technologies, we are reminded of NASA's importance here on the Earth, not just in outer space. Absolutely. They do most of their work in outer space, but a lot of those inventions become very useful for us normal folks on Earth. When we say outer, we just mean the outside of something. Outer space is what we call the black stuff up there where rockets go. The opposite of outer would be inner, okay? So you wear your clothes on the outer part of your body. Your stomach and heart and lungs are on the inner part of your body, on the inside of your body. So you might be asking, what's inner space? Actually, a lot of people call the oceans inner space. We haven't explored inner space as much as we've explored outer space in many parts of the world, and that's kind of true. But anyways, outer space just means where rockets go, where satellites are, the moon, the stars, space stations, that's outer space. For example, if I had the chance, I would go to outer space.
Aww.
I think I still probably would.
I think so
What do you think, Rainbow? Which of the NASA inventions in the article has had the biggest impact on your life?
Definitely cell phone cameras, I think. I think cell phone cameras have affected my life because when I was growing up, we started to have Facebook, and that was when everything was posted online for the very first time. And it was when we had digital cameras switching over to cell phones, and I remember how convenient it was to just upload it, and that really made a lot of my memories. So I had actually used Facebook as kind of like a photo album, a digital photo album, and this was long before the technology today of Instagram, and it really meant a lot to me when I was growing up.
Very cool. I would say probably memory foam because I love my pillow, and every time I stay at a hotel, I find the pillow not so comfortable. I don't use my camera phone a lot. Maybe I should take pictures of my pillow with my cell phone camera. That's another way to bring my NASA inventions together. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you back here on Earth in outer space, or maybe in inner space too. Who knows? Take care. Bye-bye.
我们手机里的相机其实也要归功于 NASA。在1990年代，他们替人造卫星相机开发了影像感应器。那这些感应器比当时存在的感应器更小、更轻，而且可以在使用比较少电能的情况下，拍摄出更清晰的影像。那这些感应器成了现在手机里使用的相机的关键部分。我们看了这2天的课文，可以了解到 NASA 的重要性不只是在外太空而已，他们的发明也大幅影响了地球上我们每个人的日常生活。那最后来看单字 satellite。satellite 表示人造卫星或是卫星。Mike 老师提到人造卫星的构造复杂精细，那他用到 sophisticated 这个形容词是拼作 sophisticated，sophisticated 可以形容精密复杂的。下一个单字 influence， 这个动词表示影响、左右。Outer 则是形容外部的、外面的 outer space 就是外太空。那 outer 的相反词是 inner，I-N-N-E-R。那么 inner 是形容内部的、里面的。那这边3个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是 have somebody or something to thank for something， 是表达某事物归功于什么什么，多亏了什么什么。那这个片语是由 thank somebody or something for something 所演变而来的，字面意思是什么什么要向某人事物表示感谢。那用来表达感谢某人或某事物促成了某件好事的发生。那有时候也可以用在反讽，去表达说某事要归咎于什么什么。例如 We have a lot of people to thank for this wonderful event。 这次精彩的活动要归功于许多人。那第二个重点是 while 加上现在分词 VING， 这是分词构句的用法。While 可以表达在什么什么的时候，引导副词子句的主词如果跟主要子句的主词相同时，那就可以省略掉副词子句的主词，把它后方的动词改现在分词。例如 Ed likes to sing while he cooks， 可以简化成 Ed likes to sing while cooking。 Ed 喜欢一边煮菜一边唱歌。第3个重点是 remind， 它是指提醒、使想起，常用到以下的句型。第一个句型就是 remind somebody of 加名词，这是表达使某人想起某人或某事物。例如 The song reminds me of my childhood， 这首歌使我想起童年。第二个句型是 remind somebody to 加原形动词，这可以表达提醒某人要做某事。例如 Please remind me to pay my phone bill，请提醒我要缴电话费。好，那以上今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Nike Air sneakers. In 1977, a NASA engineer named Frank Rudy approached Nike with an idea for a new type of sports shoe cushioning. Rudy wanted to take a cushioning technology that was developed for astronauts' helmets and use it in sports shoes. The technology works by pumping gas into plastic soles to create a comfortable air cushion. The end result was the Nike Air sneaker, which is still popular today. Cell phone cameras. We also have NASA to thank for the cameras in cell phones. In the 1990s, NASA developed image sensors for its satellite cameras. These sensors were smaller and lighter than existing sensors and were also able to capture clearer images while using less energy. They are a key part of the cameras that are used in cell phones today. NASA's inventions have greatly influenced our daily lives. From memory foam to sneakers, technology that was originally used for space exploration has found its way into our homes. Every time we use these technologies, we are reminded of NASA's importance here on the Earth, not just in outer space.
Today, we are going to introduce one of my personal favorite locations in Taiwan, a little town called Jiufen. This town used to be a famous spot for gold mining, but this was stopped after World War II in 1971. Then what is the town known for today? Let's find out. On the north side of Taiwan, there is a famous town on a hill called Jiufen. Jiufen was once a gold town. These days, Jiufen's famous Old Street has become a place people love to visit. All along the narrow streets are vendors selling delicious snacks. Taro balls and red yeast bawang are very popular with visitors. Jiufen also has tea houses with great views of the mountains and ocean. You can stop by and enjoy a pleasant afternoon or evening. As you climb up and down the steps, you will find lots of unique shops. Many of the gifts in these stores are made by hand. There is a lot more to discover in Jiufen Old Street. Be sure to visit this place someday. Jiufen really is a charming little town with so much to see and do. Make sure to visit Jiufen for a wonderful all-around experience. You won't regret it.